This world has two kinds of people. One is the kind that only cares about themselves. The others are people who will do anything to help others that are in need. My boyfriend, Luke Cheney, is the latter of the two. Seldom do people as kind, caring, and compassionate as Luke Cheney come into our lives. I believe that we must appreciate those that do exist and do help us with our day-to-day activities. I believe that if we don't appreciate what they do for us, then their humble spirits will not be kept alive within themselves. First, let's value the generous actions that Luke accomplishes every day. Luke spends his energy helping others. For example, when Luke first got his license, he spent many hours of every day driving people around who were less fortunate than he was. He would take them to work, to school, doctor's appointments, grocery store, anywhere they wanted to go. Luke volunteers his extra time, even though it isn't much, helping other people run errands and do chores that otherwise they couldn't accomplish on their own. I believe that Luke finds happiness in knowing that he made a positive contribution to somebody else's life. Luke's compassion really shines when he's around other children. Every weekend, Luke spends his Saturday night caring for his 1-year-old nephew and 2-year-old niece for the night in his home. Luke teaches them that it's appropriate to be silly at times and when it's important to be serious. While his niece and nephew know that he loves them very, very much, he also makes it very clear to them that it's important to be strict and fair. Luke has enough patience to teach even his 2-year-old niece important life skills. He teaches her hygiene, like brushing her teeth, brushing her hair, taking baths, and always wearing clean clothes. He teaches her cleanliness, sweeping the floor, doing dishes, cleaning the kitchen, and cleaning up any of her toys when she makes a mess. Even though it can be a real pain to teach a 2-year-old how to cook, Luke takes the extra time that is needed to allow his 2-year-old niece to help him in preparing breakfast, dinner, lunch, and snacks. Luke also teaches her that it's important to care for other human beings. He does this by instructing her how to be a good big sister to her little brother. Sometimes when the kids stay the night, they're very fussy and are up on and off all night long. This can be a real pain for Luke because he has to stay up all night and take care of them and meet all of their needs. Oftentimes when these nights happen, he doesn't get a lot of sleep, and I can tell the next day that he is very sleep deprived. Yet, somehow, he musters up the courage and the strength and the energy to take a 1-year-old boy and a 2-year-old girl to go play at a park for 2 hours or to go feed the ducks. I am very grateful for the sacrifices Luke has made for me. For the past 2 years, Luke has been working full-time, a lot of times overtime, and going to school full-time in order to provide for me. This allows me to continue working my part-time job and to really focus on my studies. Luke is very consistent on keeping our household running smoothly. He makes it his responsibility to always pay the bills on time, to keep the house clean and the cupboards full. Luke is kind enough to put gas in my car, buy me cigarettes, and put money in my wallet when I have none of these. I paid this tribute to Luke Cheney because he is a kind, selfless, compassionate, and humble man. Luke's caring heart allows him to care for others above himself. I believe that this makes him a good role model for people of all ages and all walks of life. In today's greedy society, there are few soft-hearted men, and we must recognize and appreciate those with a sweet demeanor and charitable characteristics that Luke holds are invaluable to our world and our society.